The sun had sunk low, casting a golden glow over the land of Egypt. In Set's palace, the god of deserts and chaos, an eerie atmosphere filled the air. Everything was ready for the grand feast. Long tables draped with red silk cloths, flickering oil lamps lighting the space like stars, and the soft melodies of harps floated through the air, bringing with them an invitation full of hidden meaning. Set, the god of conflict and intrigue, sat on his throne, gazing at the guests he had invited. But the one he awaited most eagerly was Osiris, his powerful older brother, the god who ruled Egypt, and the one Set secretly envied for the affection the people had for him. Set grinned slyly to himself, knowing this was the perfect opportunity to execute his plan. "This feast will be the turning point," Set whispered, his eyes gleaming with satisfaction. "Once Osiris steps in, the game begins." When Osiris entered the palace, all eyes turned to him. The god of justice and wisdom, Osiris always exuded a calm and composed demeanor. He walked alongside his wife, Isis, whom he adored, and his sister-in-law, Nephthys, Set's wife, also in attendance. Set greeted Osiris with a wide smile. "My dear brother, I have invited you to this feast to honor you, the great king of Egypt. I hope we will have a wonderful evening." Osiris, suspicious of nothing, smiled in return. "I am happy to join you, September. Tonight will be a perfect opportunity to strengthen our brotherhood." Set turned away, hiding the wicked smile within. He knew Osiris's life wouldn't last much longer. The coffin and the plot. The feast grew more vibrant as the gods and goddesses enjoyed exquisite dishes from all over the kingdom. Set, playing the role of the gracious host, appeared generous and friendly. But deep inside, he was already scheming his next move. As the atmosphere became more joyous, Set rose and signaled his servants to bring forward a finely crafted wooden coffin. The coffin, made from rare wood and adorned with intricate mystical designs, was a special gift, one that Set knew Osiris would never refuse. "Osiris!" Set called, his voice full of enthusiasm. "I have prepared a special gift for you. This coffin is my masterpiece. Let's see if you can fit perfectly inside it." Osiris' eyes brightened, intrigued by the challenge. "I cannot refuse such an interesting challenge. I will try it now." Osiris walked over to the coffin and gently bent down, positioning himself inside. For a brief moment, silence enveloped the room as Osiris fit perfectly within it, as though the coffin had been made just for him. Every eye in the room was fixed on him, and the gods whispered in awe about the perfection of the fit. Set stood to one side, his eyes filled with cunning. He signaled to his allies, and immediately a sharp click sounded. The lid of the coffin slammed shut. "No!" Osiris cried out, realizing that he was trapped. But it was too late. Set pointed at the coffin, his voice dripping with disdain. "You've fallen into my trap now, Osiris. This is the price you pay for your arrogance." Set's allies quickly sealed the coffin with hot lead, ensuring Osiris could not escape. Set turned back to look at Osiris trapped inside the coffin, a cruel smile spreading across his face. "Now you will no longer take my throne." Osiris' destruction. With Osiris locked inside the coffin, Set felt that his goal had been accomplished. He ordered his servants to throw the coffin into the Nile River, where it would drift away and never return. Set sat on his throne, gloating in his victory, feeling the rush of power fill him. However, Egypt's prosperity began to wither. Under Set's rule, the land became barren. The Nile no longer brought abundant crops. The people began to cry out, and the pain of loss spread across the land. But Set didn't care. He continued to revel in his false glory, believing his power was eternal. Part 4. The Resurrection of Osiris and the Eternal Struggle. Though Set believed his victory was complete, Osiris never gave in. When his coffin drifted to the shore, Isis, Osiris' devoted wife, found her husband's body. She tirelessly searched for him, refusing to give up, even in the darkest of times. With her determination and the power of a goddess, Isis performed an ancient ritual, awakening Osiris from the dead. While Osiris could never return to the mortal world, he became the god who ruled the afterlife, guarding souls and overseeing rebirth. Meanwhile, Set, despite seizing the throne, could not escape punishment. Osiris' reappearance as a god, along with the birth of Horus, Osiris, and Isis' son, heralded a great change. In the end, in a great battle, Horus defeated Set and reclaimed the throne for Egypt. Set was exiled to the desert, where he would no longer be able to harm the world. Egypt, under the rule of Osiris and Horus, once again flourished in peace and prosperity. The story of Set, Osiris, Isis, and Horus became legend, symbolizing the eternal struggle between good and evil, life and death.